Wasn't expecting my rear to get caught on the pillar, the rock, the wall. Is it a wall? Podium? What is this? I don't know. An armor that I feel semi-confident in, so I'll peek with it. Okay, I say that. Okay, every time I talk about how good something's armor is, I get shot. I couldn't even tell what that even was. I couldn't tell where I hit it and anything. But I did it. Hello there, I'm Chicken Farmer. Welcome to my channel. Today's video will be about the IS-1. The IS-1 is a tank that I really haven't spent a lot of time on, as I never really enjoyed the way it played before, and recently I've been breaking it out a little bit, and it's been a little bit of fun. I will say there are better and more fun options out there. This is generally a well-balanced tank, as it has decent armor and a relatively strong gun, along with a respectable amount of mobility. The one thing that makes up for what this tank lacks is how you play it. When it comes to armor on this thing, it can hold up to about 100 to 120 millimeters of pen. After that, this thing almost becomes butter. There are many surfaces that get down to pretty low numbers, i.e. the mail slot, the cheeks, and the cupola. Those three things are massive detriments to this vehicle, along with the way that the hull is shaped. You really can't angle this thing all that much because it just makes a massive weak point on your upper hull. Now, how it makes up for that is the fact that it can be played two ways: forward or reverse. This thing can technically reverse side scrape or just reverse in general and play like that because it has a decent reverse gear. And like I said, the mobility is pretty good on this thing. It can go up to 14 kilometers in reverse, and also if you do reverse, it then hides one of your three massive weak points, along with sometimes confusing lower skilled enemies and pissing off higher skilled enemies. Now, I normally don't play this thing in reverse, although sometimes I do. There's many times that it comes in handy that it can really point either direction. Like when you realize that you've already been flanked, you can just spin the turret around and not have to spin the whole tank around. Situations like that, this thing does excel in. But overall, its positives are just gimmicks more than anything. Like I've said multiple times now, it has good mobility. It can go up to 37 kilometers forward, 14 in reverse. So you won't be the last person to a battle, but you're definitely not going to be the first. I feel like if it's necessary, this thing can flank, but generally speaking, it's not going to be the best at it. When it comes to firepower on this thing, it's got a pretty fun 85mm gun. It's the same thing that's on the T-34-85. It's the D5T gun, and I absolutely love it on the T-34-85. So this thing is pretty much just a thicker T-34-85, but this gun is very, very good. It's got a very respectable 8-second reload and somewhat lackluster pen. It's definitely enough to deal with most enemies, although you may run into problems with some heavier armored tanks like jumbos and whatnot, but generally speaking, it's got enough pen and it's got a strong enough rate of fire to be very useful in really any situation. So what does that make this thing? I feel like it's really just a heavium. It really, I don't feel like it's a true heavy tank, as the armor kind of fails to meet my expectations in a lot of areas. Even at distance, it has trouble holding up at times, so it can become very frustrating to play this tank. I think this tank can be fun to break out every once in a while though. So yeah, I think that's this thing summed up pretty well. Before we get into the gameplay, please take a second and like the video. It helps me out a ton. And also, if you enjoy War Thunder content and this video seems intriguing so far, please consider subscribing. I post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and yeah, let's get into that gameplay. I'll take that. I know he's angled really well. Oh no. I'm guessing he'll catch me on fire if he shoots me now, but yeah, that armor is holding up for real. Wow, my armor is actually holding up really, really well right now. I am impressed. I was hoping I'd be able to turn my armor quick enough, but his reload's just a little faster than I thought. That sucks. When it comes to ammo amounts, 27 or 21 seems to be the best options for ammo, as it removes. 27 removes a good bit of the ammo from the sides and whatnot, and then 21 gets rid of the 2 little ammo racks right behind the front fuel tanks in the hull. This thing really is just a chunky KV-85. If you like the KV-85, you'll probably enjoy this thing, because it plays exactly the same. Just at a little bit of a higher battle rating. I couldn't tell what it was for a second, I'm not even gonna lie. Well, I was hoping that would go through. How much? Wow. Can I get every... Yes. There we go. See, this is one of those moments where reversing is your best option. See how, like, versatile that is? That is the best word to describe this thing, is versatile. Being able to do that, like, if I was in a Tiger, he would have just gone through and shot my engine and probably caught me on fire and I would have been dead. Another thing to mention is the gun only has 5 degrees of gun depression. So that does suck a little bit when it comes to fighting on hills. Something to definitely keep in mind. Okay, thank you for firing. I need you to... Okay, I did aim a little high. Trying to make out his armor. There we go. There's that front right ammo rack I always talk about. Well, I was hoping that would work, but it definitely didn't. Not the way I had intended. Trying to see if I can... Can I get him to shoot? Okay. He didn't shoot me. Got it. Thank you. Are you really just blocking it with your barrel? Wow. I don't know if he was blocking it for me or if he was blocking it for a teammate or if he was like maybe aiming at a teammate. I'm not 100% sure, but just felt like he was blocking his cheek with his gun. Which makes me not want to shoot it because I hate shooting guns, man. Unless you're using a fully automatic, like, or an auto cannon, or just like if you're using an AA or an auto cannon or whatnot, like I can kind of understand if you shoot barrels off, like I shoot barrels off whenever I have like low pen guns like that, or even just a genuinely low pen gun. That's when I'll actually shoot barrels, but I try to avoid at all costs shooting barrels. I had an IS-1 just sticking his barrel around a corner, and it was so tempting to just shoot it. But I refrained. I could have easily won the engagement, but I refrained. And what did it get me? Nothing special. Nothing happened really at all. And I don't even know where I just got shot from, so I'm not even going to repeat it. Not even going to. I feel like you just kind of have to play smart in this thing. Like, every once in a while you can get away with playing like an absolute imbecile, but like, the armor doesn't hold up enough to play like that all the time. It has its moments when it can, but most of the time I'd avoid playing like that if I were you, if you have this thing. Let me know what y'all think of the new intros. I should have done the same on this video as well as my, what was it? M46 video. I definitely put most of my effort on that video into the intro, which, as the more I do intros like that, the faster and more efficient I'll become at editing it. But yeah, let me know how y'all think that turned out, because I liked it. I quite liked it. I couldn't even tell what that even was. I couldn't tell where I hit it and anything, but I did it, so it worked. I can't make out what's shooting right there. Got another tank I could barely see. This gun is good. It's just, its pen is where it really just falls off for me. Not that the pen is necessarily bad, it's just for 5.3 the pen is a little lackluster against some 6.3 or 6.0 vehicles. I'm just gonna guess he's just on the other side of the monument from me. Oh no, he's not. What are you? You're a bulldog. Oh. Or not bulldog. Chappie. He could actually hurt me pretty bad. I was hoping to get ammunition when I shot him there. Maybe I can get him to shoot me in the track or something. Oh, he just shot me straight up. Okay, thank you. He shot me in the track. Hopefully, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, no. Okay. I wasn't expecting my rear to get caught on the pillar, the rock, the wall? Is it a wall? Podium? What is this? I don't know. And how did that guy not pen me with that second shot? I was like flat on. Like my side was. That's crazy. Who's even looking at me? Now he is. Right between the two armor plates. That's something I do really like about this game, is the fact that you can put shells between armor plates. That's something that like a lot of other tank games just lack, is that, I don't know, not accuracy, but just that level of detail. Is that what it would technically be called? I don't know, but I like small stuff like that. Is that a brum? That's a brum bar. That's kind of scary. Do I re-peek it? I might. You know what? Never mind, I'm not re-peeking it. I'm getting shot by Stewart. Why is... barely even see him. Why are you playing a Stewart in this battle rating range? Man, I'm kind of going ham right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, this is situations where this tank just does well. It has just such a good rate of fire, and it has a usable gun. It's just great. An armor that I feel semi-confident in, so I'll peek with it. Okay, I say that. Okay, every time I talk about how good something's armor is, I get shot. Okay, what are you? You're one of those. Oh, you're Stug. Oh. He has a decent little rate of fire, doesn't he? I just kind of point and clicked. What? He waits till I peek to shoot. Oh. Dropping me in here. I'm trying to like get somewhere where I'm not in the way of my teammates, but I'm able to get an angle, bro. What's everybody doing here? We just need to get side by side. That's what we need to do. What is... Wow, that got really hectic just because of my teammates. We were just all piled in there with all the bodies and whatnot, trying to not get shot, but also shoot our... Like, that was chaotic. That was a good game. So yeah, that was the IS-1. It's overall a decent tank, and it's worth breaking out every once in a while, but generally speaking, it's definitely not one I would main. There are just better options out there and more fun options in the general battle rating range that this thing is in. I will say the big thing that is nice about it is just its versatility. That is the biggest thing that stands out to me. Having armor on your front and back is very, very nice. And making use of it can be a lot of fun. Just a tip for playing this thing is just play it like you would a medium tank. Yeah, you can take some hits, but it's definitely not recommended. But if you need to rely on your armor, you can sometimes. But yeah, that's the IS-1. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please like on your way out. And if you haven't already and you enjoy War Thunder content, you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. So yeah, have a chill day.